What's going on, beautiful people? It's very weird. I'm testing out this new light I just bought, uh, maybe 2 weeks ago. So now I have some brightness when I talk. Today's a Sunday. It is Sunday 5/18. Oh, Sunday January 28th, 2024, and it's 5:19 p.m. I was just actually watching the NFL conference. What is it? The AFC Championship with the Ravens versus the Chiefs. At this moment, the Chiefs are 17 and the Ravens are 7. And it looks like the Chiefs might take it away. I'm rooting for the Ravens because I'm sort of tired of seeing the Chiefs every fucking year. I never really talk about football. I never really talk about football, but yeah, I guess I'm an avid watcher of football, an avid watcher of the NFL. Maybe I should put it close here. Avid watcher of NFL. Want the Ravens to win because the Chiefs constantly been winning for the last couple of. They've been winning for the last couple of years. They've been going to the Super Bowl for the last couple of years. So I now want to see the Ravens win. But it seems like unless Lamar does something spectacular, it seems like the Chiefs are going to win it. And that's gonna. I don't know if it's. Yeah, it sort of sucks. This is the same way I felt when like Tom Brady was at playing with the Patriots. When did he start his run? Like somewhere in '06 or '07, and then he just started he started just winning Super Bowl after Super Bowl to the point that the NFL got annoying or boring to watch because it was this one team that was always dominant and always made it to the Super Bowl or close to the Super Bowl. That's what the Chiefs are at the moment. So now it's like, I don't want to watch that. But the way it's playing out, it seems as though the Chiefs are going to win it. And the other conference championship is the Detroit Lions versus the 49ers. And I think the Detroit Lions is a good team, but I don't think they're better than the 49ers. In any case, this is a body odor vlog. And it's funny because I rarely talk about body odor. I mean, I don't really have anything to say. I don't really have anything to talk about with regards to body odors. Like, the only time I can really talk about it is if I go out and do stuff, and have the experience being around people, or it would have to be like I'm going to doctors and trying to figure out what's the cause of this. I did go to a doctor recently. I went to this doctor in maybe I should put this thing right here. Put it like that. Yeah, I went to a doctor recently. It was a gastroenterologist, and the gastroenterologist, I forgot what I was saying. I said I wanted to get tested for SIBO. I think that's what I said. I wanted to get tested for SIBO, and I was like, oh, I'm having like diarrhea or whatever, or I'm having loose stools. And basically he was like telling me like just because you have loose stools doesn't mean you have diarrhea. But nonetheless, I will order some type of a stool kit and another test. It was one tested for a stool kit to determine if I have any type of gluten intolerance, and another test is to determine it's like a hydrogen breath test. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't think anything. I think it's gonna be inconclusive, and that's the main issue with like these vlogs, like or when I try to go out and rule out many of these things. It's like I not only is like I spent so much time. I spent time going out to get these tests done. The major part is like a lot of times I have to pay for these tests, and these tests cost like hundreds of dollars and shit with insurance. Imagine trying to do all this shit without insurance. Without insurance, like without insurance, just to go to, I would assume just to go to a primary care physician is probably like $150 or some stupid shit like that. Like, it's no wonder that America is just, I don't know the statistics about like Americans in terms of having high rates of cancer or sickness, but I'm pretty sure it's not that great. And if anybody wonders why, like clearly like the health system in general, how hard it is for the average American. And I'm not the average American. I'm just saying like even for me having the money to afford it, I'm thinking like of the impoverished person or some shit like that. Because, bro, I only got into money like at the age of 30. Well, at the age of 30. So throughout all my teenage years and 20s, I've been making like, I think the most I ever made was like in my teenager 20 and 20s, including 20s. I think the most I ever made was like $14, maybe, you know. But now it's like, I don't know. I don't know. In any case, I guess I don't really have any direction where I'm gonna go with regards to going to a doctor. Like, there's nothing else I really need. I mean, there's tons of things I want to do, but there's tons of things I don't know where I need to go to do it. Like, I pretty much just want to, I don't know, I want to speak to some professional that has some type of interest in learning about some unusual conditions. You know, there has to be some doctor or some platform or some organization. And I did. I like the Undiagnosed Diseases Network. I already submitted like an application, but you know, since it's so big, it's like I think it's one of the biggest organizations in the U.S. Like I'm pretty sure there's so many applications, and the majority of them, you know, are probably going to be overlooked because they're only going to focus on the ones on the illnesses that will kill you, that will kill you, and no one knows why, right? And since this doesn't kill me physically, maybe psychologically, this is going to be ignored as usual. It's like whenever you go to a doctor, it seems as though like they're just going through the motions. They're just going through the motions of things. Like if you speak to the average gastroenterologist, primary care physician, dermatologist, anybody, right? There's probably like a top 20 illnesses or conditions that they're aware of and they have a lot of knowledge about because these are the common things most people contact them about. But once it gets out that top 20, like they're like, I don't know what to. They'll either try to convince you that it's not real, or or they'll just say there's nothing I can do about it. So it's like it's sort of like pointless to go to doctors, even though I really want to figure out a name for this. You know, figure out if I have it, how bad it is, what are the causes or the issues for it, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. But I'm taking a hydrogen breath test and I'm taking a stool test, so that's happening. Also, it's to this year's 2024. Last year, I'm still in Jacksonville, by the way, if you don't know. I thought about actually leaving my apartment to go to another place within Jacksonville, but then I really thought about it. I was like, I actually really like the place, so I didn't change my place. The only issue that it is when you renew this lease now is that it charged like 3% higher or some shit like that. So now it's like $30 more, but it's way better than like living in Miami, because the last time I was in Miami and I was in my condo, like it jumped from like 1,200 to 1,400 and like, whoa, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So I guess I'm satisfied with it. I've been thinking about like when I traveled, I have this weird interest fantasy thing going on. But I have this weird interest fantasy thing where I think it would be so dope if I lived in my car. You know what I mean? I mean, when I had the trip to North Carolina, which happened like a month ago, less than a month ago, I traveled to North Carolina for some type of vacation, winter trip bullshit. And when I went to Charlotte, and I was downtown, I was looking around Charlotte and I was like, yeah, it looks so nice here. I would love to be in a place where I would love to have the opportunity to just sit in one city for like a good month or whatever amount, like good month, 2 months, 3 months, and then when I'm tired, I can just move to another city. But the thing about it is, like, if you do it that way, that means you have to get up, pack all your shit, get a moving van or moving truck and move to another location, and then you have to have specific type of like leasing agreements where you're only going to be there for 6 months or 3 months, and like that's a little bit too much. So it'd probably be a lot better if I just like had my vehicle. I used to already have my vehicle, but have my vehicle and just sleep in my vehicle, just drive to a city, sleep in my vehicle, and just experience life there. Get like a Planet Fitness membership. With Planet Fitness is all around, America. So I'll go to like the nearest Planet Fitness and I'll exercise, and then I'll take a bath and shit, and take a dump or whatever, do whatever I need to do, right, in the bathroom, take a bath, and then when I work, I can work in like a Starbucks, or I can work at the library, and then on the weekends I can explore the city. I have that fantasy. I really wish I could do that, because I think it'd be dope to do, just to travel all around America and do that. I actually saw this. It was like a YouTube short of these guys, maybe in their early 20s, who basically just do that. They travel with a group of friends in in a cheap car that they bought for less than $1,000, and they just travel. And they have like, I think they have some type of work from home thing where they make enough money doing that to like pay for the car and pay for something to eat, and then they just go and travel around United States. And I'm like, that's dope. When I saw it, I was like, that's so fucking dope. But I want to sort of do that, but at the same time still have an apartment to go back to. So I don't know. I don't know why I'm rambling. But I mean, there's nothing really to talk about with regards to body odor. There were some things I wanted to actually make videos about, but I never got to them actually. There's some articles I want to make videos about. And there's other things, maybe maybe make some rants or topics about certain things. But in terms of finding out what's causing my odor, I don't know what's causing the odor. So there's that. Other than that, man, this year I'm trying to be more social. I'm trying to be more social. Shit, from 20s to now, I've always been a recluse, always been a social hermit. Not because I want to. It's because of money. When I was in my 20s, didn't have the money to just go out and party or go to social activities and shit like that. But now I got the money, I smell like shit, or I have this weird condition that makes me smell bad, or makes me do, I don't know, it makes people uncomfortable to be around me, so they socially reject me, therefore I don't want to be in those areas. But like, I'm about to turn 34. I said 24. I'm about to turn 34 next week on a Sunday, February 5th. And I'm thinking to myself, like, bruh, I'm closer and closer to getting 40. I'm closer and closer to becoming 40. And when I look back and realize, like, I don't really have local friends that I can, like, communicate with and do stuff with. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't even have a fucking pet. I thought about buying a pet, but whatever, that's a whole nother conversation. I don't have any of that shit. And I honestly think that's one of the reasons why my life doesn't feel that fun or enjoyable at all. Why my life feels so bleak. So I was like, I think this year I'm going to really focus on trying to be more social. So I'm going out to more places. I'm going to try to go out to more bars and nightclubs. I was trying to find some activities, and I found actually an activity within Jacksonville, or this website that hosts like activities in Jacksonville. So there's like this thing called Jack's Fray. Let me switch my camera real quick. Jack's Fray. Hopefully you can see it. Let's see if you can see it. Yes, you can. Cool. Jack's Fray. And if you go to leagues here, they have different sports or leagues, from axe throwing to basketball to, I don't know what bocce is, bowling, cornhole, darts, dodgeball. I was like, oh shit, this is crazy. I found this out through Reddit. But at the same time, by the time I found out about it, like there's already people that it's already been taken, like all the positions or the status, I don't know how to explain it. The leagues, the application, the way to apply for it, closed somewhere between like January 10th to January 19th. So, and it's January 28th right now. So all of them are closed at this moment. But I'm assuming it's seasonal. So I'm assuming it's going to open up eventually. Oh, something has opened up. You see, February 8th, pickleball. I've never seen this. Beaches pickleball, Arlington. Arlington is in South Yeah, Arlington is in south of Jacksonville. Oh shit. Okay, and the social and beginner, and the rate is 65. Maybe I should maybe I should play pickleball. You know what I'm saying? I have a goal for this year to at least try to go to one, participate in one type of class or group thing, and try to socialize. You know, that's like the goal of mine at the moment. You know, because you know, just sticking here and just staying in. This is the thing. I thought like when I was in my 20s, I was thinking to myself, man, if I can, because I was like having a really bad time working around people and shit. Whether I was most of the time when I was customer service agent. I worked as a deli clerk. I worked as a retail clerk. You know, and I had bad times. I worked as a security guard. Had bad times. You know, being around people, and I thought to myself, man, if I ever have a remote job, I would probably be the happiest motherfucker alive. But now I have this remote job for like 2 years, 2+ years. It's not really that fun. It's not that enjoyable. It's actually quite terrible. Like you're in the same spot. The place where you work is the same place where you sleep, is the same place where you eat, and you're like stuck. You're not stuck, but you just feel like, damn, there's nothing I can do. And it's like it is very hard to connect with people, and you're trying to figure out where I can go to connect with people. I think going to bars is stupid, but it's like the only thing I can think of. Like that's like the major thing people do. They go to bars. They go to bars or nightclubs. So I'm just gonna go to a bar and see what I can do, and slowly try to learn how to do that. Maybe go to a nightclub and learn how to fucking dance. I don't know. Oh yeah, dating. Definitely gonna try to do the dating thing. I tried to do it last year. I tried to do it the year before. I tried to do it the year before that, and I was never successful. But I started to realize, like, I think the reason why I was never successful is I didn't put as much money into looking good. You know what I mean? I didn't put too much money into looking good. When you go into dating apps, like the primary thing that makes a woman decide whether they like you or not is how you look, is how you look and the quality of the picture. And for me, I just put like regular ass selfies. Man, I should show you my maybe I should show you my dating profile. Should I show you? Yeah. I don't have it. I'm totally unprepared. Uh, I'll show you my Hinge profile a little bit. I thought it'd be funny if I started recording my adventures in dating, um, and just talk about like any matches I got or I didn't get or some shit. Let me see. Let's see if you can see this. This is my first profile picture. This is what they'll see. Let me roll the bullshit up. You like horror movies, eating healthy, playing video games, exercising, and love comedies. And then I have this thing. Ooh, look at me. Ooh. And then I'm just mean mugging the camera. I don't know. But I'm thinking like I need to get my pictures professionally done. And that's why I'm like looking into all that type of stuff too. I'm gonna try to do that. I'm also gonna try to like I'm going to try to really put emphasis on like my looks and shit. I'm fat right now. I think I'm like 190 some pounds. So I need to lose like at least 20 pounds, so 20 pounds or less. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go back to the barber and then try to like really, I don't know, get a shape up. Okay, cool. I'm gonna try to bleach my teeth, whiten them, because you need some bright white teeth. It makes you seem healthy and wealthy. Okay, cool. You know, I'm gonna try to do all of that shit. I'm gonna definitely try to get some professional pictures done. You know, but the thing is, I really hate taking pictures because I feel like staring in the camera and smiling makes me feel like I'm a dumbass. I feel like a dumbass doing that shit. And then when it's those like photography pictures where you're supposed to look off in the distance, you know, and like you don't really pay attention to the camera, and you look off in the distance, moody and broody. I think that's sort of lame. But at the same time, if this is the type of things that get matches, I'll do it, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think let me check it. Let me check on the Ravens real quick. I'm pretty sure they didn't score shit. Oh, didn't see anything. Okay. Well, they probably didn't score anything. It's probably Chiefs all the way. I'll end it right here because it's like 20 minutes long and shit, and I haven't really ranted anything about body odor, but whatever. Anyways, the end.